Hey everybody, thanks for listening to the third episode of Playable Characters Podcast. Our feedback has been great. Thank you guys so much for listening and enjoying the silly little thing we're doing. This episode, we have a rejected Tetris piece played by the hilarious Ken Schultz. I realize we haven't really introduced ourselves in this podcast. This is our third episode so far. But I am Brian McGinnis. I'm a comedian in New York City, along with Alap Patel and Calvin Cato. All three of us are three very funny, amazing, awesome comics in New York City, and we love video games, and we had this fun idea. But you guys have been enjoying it. Thank you so much. Enjoy episode 3. Hey, leave us some feedback on iTunes and rate us and subscribe. It helps a ton. Tweet us at Playable Podcast. Send us an email at playablepodcast@gmail.com. Join the Facebook page, Playable Characters Podcast. Let us know who you want to wed, bed, and dead in these things. It's a lot of fun to play with other listeners. And here's episode 3. Hope you like it. Thanks. Hey, everybody. This is the third episode of the Playable Characters Podcast. We made it to episode 3.
Episode 3.
I think we finally get a movie now. This episode, we are talking to a rejected Tetris piece, which is going to be a very interesting interview. And we're going to talk to the Tetris piece about who he would FMK, wed, bed, dead. Stay tuned. Episode 3 coming at you.
Bam!
Pay attention. Playable Characters Podcast.
Yeah.
I am.
Creepy weirdo.
I am. I am.
Yep. Poopy square.
I am.
Playable Characters Podcast.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Playable Characters Podcast. We have a very special guest today, very excited, very unique guest. I'm excited to talk with this gentleman. He's actually a rejected Tetris piece joining us in the studio today. How you doing, man?
Well, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily a rejected Tetris piece. I like to refer to myself as didn't make callbacks.
That's one way to look at it,
Yes.
for sure.
Sure.
Do you have a name?
My name is Dexter Broadhurst.
Dexter Broadhurst. I wouldn't guess.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
What
very
nationality
surprised.
are you?
Russian.
Obviously.
I was also rejected by Russia for having that name. It was,
Really?
Yes.
They weren't a fan of it.
It's a Russian game, right?
It is.
Tetris was a Russian game.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. Which I tried. They said I could play Russian to show up and audition as a Russian for Tetris, and then I tried my Russian accent, and they said no.
Really?
Oh.
What? So they were interested in your voice more than your shape? Yeah.
Yes, I thought Tetris was much more a game similar to Duke Nukem, where every time my line would disappear, I would say, "Hello, I am here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I am fresh out of ass."
It's a really
think-
long.
I think you messed the line up. But anyway, yes. You have to-
Wait, so you wanted to say that every time you were involved in a line being cleared?
Yes.
Yes.
And they decided that that was not the direction they wanted the game to go.
Right.
Yeah, I
Yes.
was gonna say because I feel like Tetris is a little bit more minimalist. You know.
Yes.
Minimalist in terms of not having me on board. Yes, thank you for bringing that up.
You're a little
Did I
bitter.
mention I didn't make it to callbacks?
You didn't.
I didn't. Yes.
So Dexter, is it? Right.
Dexter. Yes.
Obviously we all know Tetris. You got your basic shapes. You got your
Line,
You got the 3
Box.
thing. Yeah, the box.
The
Now-
Z, the reverse Z,
right. And I think the reason
All
why
assholes.
L,
really
reverse
All
L.
assholes, Yes.
Oh, were you in the casting room with them?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
It was horrifying the way they talk smack about every shape that was around. And,
Really?
letter
Ah.
Q. Oh God. Yes. The small dick jokes that flew around him were just horrifying.
Oh
my
my god.
goodness.
Yes.
Oh, because of the Q piece.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the
yes.
dick. Okay.
And
Ah.
what they said about the snake and Cubert is not fit to repeat on this
Whoa,
podcast.
really?
Oh, I'm
So many
curious.
racial slurs.
They
My
don't, they
God.
don't like coily.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes.
Now you didn't
No
make
springs was their motto.
wow.
No springs.
Now you didn't make. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, you don't fit the typical prototype of one of the Tetris pieces we all know. And
Well, you got
Thank you for saying that.
No,
I appreciate hearing it.
I don't-
Did I mention I didn't make it to callbacks?
Dexter, I'm sorry. I just mean explain.
We have to tell the audience they can't see his shape. So what is his shape? Yeah.
Explain. I guess what I don't want to.
Are you familiar with the Greek alphabet?
a little bit?
Yes.
Are you familiar with the symbol for pi?
I was
Yes.
gonna say that, but I didn't
Yeah.
want to be offensive.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. So you're a piist. Well, that's
I'm
unfortunate.
not. I'm not.
He's trying not to be pious, probably, but
We
yeah,
love
I
we love
acknowledge your wordplay. Thank you, Alap.
So
we
you're
love ratios here. We're all about ratios.
Yes.
Just so you know.
Yes,
You-
and my ratio of kicking ass to taking names was 3.14159.
and you chew ass and bubblegum.
You chew ass.
I'm sorry, you just chew bubblegum.
Actually, I chew ass-flavored bubblegum. But thank you for asking. That's my current gig, actually, is I'm endorsing ass-flavored Bubblicious. Thank you for bringing that up.
Things are going
Have you tried ass-flavored Bubblicious?
We have not.
It's called
No.
ass flavored.
It
It's
is
not a
called
better
ass flavored.
name. That's a long. That's a.
It does
Well, they're
seem
trying to appeal to the youth market.
It's too on the nose, right?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
It's actually up the ass. But
is that strictly a Russian flavor?
it's very popular in Russia, yes.
I would, yeah,
It's,
interesting.
any journalist that crosses Vladimir Putin, supposedly, that's their favorite brand of Bubblicious.
I hope you didn't mess up on the audition with
Did
that.
I mention that I did make it to callbacks with line delivery like
I
that?
think you did a couple times. I mean, I was gonna say you did look like pie, but yeah.
Yes.
So that's very interesting. It would be. I mean, let's be honest. It would be hard to fit you into one of those open spaces on a Tetris.
So now you're saying you
Matrix.
hate Greeks. Well, that's good to know. Thank you for bringing
I'm
that
not
up.
saying that.
What do you have against the Greek people, Brian?
Brian,
Nothing-
you're being very insensitive
Dexter,
right
listen,
now.
it came out the wrong way. There's nothing. I have nothing against. I'm
Did
just
you
saying.
happen to get a particularly spoiled brand of Saganaki one day?
I don't even know what that is.
That's Greek wine.
Oh, I don't
That's
think.
the cheese they light on fire. So
Okay,
apparently
all right.
everybody at this podcast hates Greeks. We're finding out.
Hey, I'm cool with Greeks. I'm very cool with Greeks.
Well, they are into fascism and Nazism. A lot of Greeks.
Are they?
And classical drama. But
Yes, that's true.
And
apparently
naked
that's not the
statues.
first thing that comes to your
No,
mind.
It's not.
So what have you been? I mean, you told us about the bubblegum, Bubblicious.
Bubblicious, yes.
What else are you up to? What, like since Tetris came out, like what 88, 89? It was a long time ago.
A long time ago.
You seem to be holding some kind of bitterness still towards it,
I
which I
wouldn't say
understand.
that.
It's the biggest game of all time.
I mean, every shape in this game is a millionaire at least, right?
they got it
Many
right
times
now.
over from
Yeah,
that game.
Yeah. So tell us, what happened when they said no. Tell us, take us back to that year, that day. What happened?
Wow, that was September 25th, 1989, when I got the call from my agent that they were going to go in a different direction. That was also, I think, shortly around the fall of the Berlin Wall, if that memory serves. So I first tried to become a piece of the Berlin Wall, tried to audition for that, and then a couple days later, it got taken down.
Yeah.
So yeah, all the good jobs are gone.
Canceled,
Thanks,
basically.
America.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Well, we might build a wall here, so.
Yes, and that is actually where I'm looking toward it. I've sought a position in Donald Trump's cabinet because, and I put this on my resume for it, that Tetris was a Russian game about manipulating dull objects, and now it's called the 2016 election. So
Wow.
I figure that's right up my alley, or wall, as it were.
You're a pretty good joke writer. I mean, have you considered like a career in comedy? That's a pretty good joke.
Yeah.
I was on Star Search in 1990.
Really?
And I lost out to Geechee Guy, I think it was. that,
What a geeky guy.
Yeah. Yeah. He won the grand prize that year, and I got to middle at the Jukebox Comedy Club in Peoria.
That's it, huh?
Yeah. And would you like to hear my opener?
Yeah.
Yeah,
love to.
of course.
So, hi everybody. You might not remember me from a game called Tetris, and I would like to tell you that my favorite song is "Hip to Be Square." Hip to be square.
But
Hip to be square.
I think it's a thinker.
but
It's
you're not a
thinker.
square. I mean, I don't get it.
The bit's still going.
Okay.
Hip to be square.
So
It might be
So
the
25 minutes later, after that, I got, I believe you in comedy call it the light.
Yeah.
The light, yes.
Yes.
And I thought that meant, okay, you have another 60 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
No one explained to you how it works. Really.
Nobody explained to me how comedy works.
Yeah. Usually it's like a 1 minute left, not like a 1 hour
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
Again, I have to say it must be racism. That's the only explanation, that they hate Russians, they hate Greeks, and they never explain the concept. In Russia, by the way, we have no light. So just in general.
There's
So
no light.
That's why I saw the light above the stage, and I thought it's a miracle.
Yeah.
that
Keep
this-
going.
yeah, yes.
There's more light.
Yes.
Yeah.
In show business, they shine the light on you, and it's to have everybody say, "This is the person you should be looking at.
Wow.
Watch him for the next 2
Very
hours."
Interesting. Very interesting.
Hip to be square.
Yeah, I think it was the delivery. That maybe,
I thought it was the actual
joke.
writing, I don't understand it.
Well,
still.
I did tell the jokes in Russian too. That might have been a
Okay, so
problem.
maybe they don't translate.
I didn't.
Wait,
actually
when you were in Peoria doing jokes in Russian?
I didn't actually speak English until 1995. Yeah,
Okay.
but I had the credits, so that's why.
Right,
Yeah,
Okay.
so they
Yeah.
booked you no matter what.
Yes.
You had a credit.
Mhm.
Okay, so
have you?
I
tr-
have a question though. Because you've had like problems with your shape and being cast, have you ever considered plastic surgery or?
Yeah, good question.
like shape change? Yeah.
Gosh, I've
Shapeshifters, they call it, I
well,
think.
Yeah.
I've had extensive work done.
Really?
Yeah, and that's again because I'm a Russian in America, and Vladimir Putin is their dictator. So that's to kind of make sure that I'm still alive. I was either
Should you be talking about this on a podcast then? Maybe
is
I don't
Putin
know.
listening.
We don't know who's listening.
He might be. We have millions of listeners. He might be one of them. I mean,
Hi, Vlad.
some
Doing a great job.
Oh, man.
You're awesome.
we may be like flagged by the KGB.
I know.
soon.
I don't even
No.
think we should mention. Maybe we'll change the name to something else.
Maybe we can like.
Do you think the KGB plays Tetris?
I mean, everybody in the world's played Tetris.
Yeah, pretty much everyone in the world.
Thanks for reminding me of that, guy.
Oh, you kind of set us up for that.
Have
Yeah.
you tried to do some stuff in Greece? Right, like you're.
I tried to do the musical Grease in Greece. It
What?
turns out that's not what that word means, and they speak an entirely different language there.
They do.
Oh, they don't
Wait,
do
so
Russian in Greece.
Yes.
You're
I
accused.
thought grease lightning in Greece, it's a natural. It turns out that's not the word for grease lightning there.
Oh.
You're accusing a lot of people of racism when you don't.
Well, only everybody who's not me.
You don't
Well,
seem
yeah. I mean,
to know what Greece was. Even you didn't know about the synonym between Greece and
I
Greece.
think it's more that the people of Greece don't know good theater. All this.
But didn't a lot of the theater come from
Yeah.
Greece? Like
Well,
Lysistrata.
I mean,
and
Greek mythology.
Lydia.
They love mythology.
Sure,
they love stories.
if you want to see shit, yeah, Lysistrata, that's fine. Aristophanes,
What is-
Mm.
Sophocles.
Garbage, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Interesting.
I mean, put it to you this way. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone to Greece and seen any theater showing cats?
No.
No.
No, you're right.
No.
I rest my case.
Maybe it's said. Maybe it's spelled differently in Greek.
Maybe it's a K. It's like Cots.
It might be.
Oh yeah, they use deltas, so yeah.
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 Also rejected by Tetris, by the way.
Cats?
Oh really?
And deltas.
Oh,
Cats and
deltas.
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there others like you? Like,
Yes. Oh, yeah. Like
Yeah.
the entire Greek alphabet. Again.
So they all tried out for
Right.
Tetris.
they all thought they were gonna make it. Yeah.
Yes.
They said, well, why did all you guys like? What did the casting call say? Like, they made all you shapers. Is that okay? Like,
Sure. At
come-
this point, why not?
Come to this.
Dig the hole any deeper than you have.
Come to this audition. Like, what was that like? Like,
The casting call was essentially, do you not fit in? Well, hey, have we got a spot for you?
that's a good pun.
Oh, that's kind of
See? Come
that's
on, I worked that in
misleading.
there, right?
I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
That's misleading because they want shapes that fit in.
Yeah.
But that's what they ended up using in the
They
game.
went,
Right,
they went
right.
with the generic, kind of boring shapes, if you
Mhm.
will. But I
Yeah,
mean,
it's like any casting call. They tell you that they've got it open looking for anybody, but they know exactly who they're looking for.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt
Oh.
and the straight line.
Yeah.
So he's like the straight line is the Brad Pitt of,
Yes.
of
He's
shapes.
gonna fit in no matter what.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll do it. Yeah. But when you get that straight line, though, I mean, it's a good feeling.
Yeah, well,
And
everyone.
that's how everybody feels when they see a Brad Pitt movie. So
Yeah.
yeah.
It's like a privileged piece, right? Because you're like, oh, I want that straight. Can't wait for that straight. So you're making space for it.
Right.
Whereas we could be making space for a pie if we
Let's be
in a
honest.
different world.
I
Yeah.
think we should all make space for pie.
I mean,
It's-
you know,
It's a pie joke.
yes. Whenever I go to Baker Square, I say, "Do you have space for me?" And they look at me and go, "What?"
yeah. I think it's
Because
just
again, racism.
yeah. I mean,
Yes.
I think it's just the joke. People just sort of they're thinking, why is he doing this pie joke?
yeah. Because you're not actually pie. You just kind of look like it, right?
Who
Or
are you to tell me who I am at this?
that's
point?
true. That's a good point.
Ah.
I'm sorry. I don't mean.
I didn't come on this podcast to be professionally raked across the coals and have an identity crisis in front of you. You're just pulling it out of me.
We didn't.
My entire career, I've done nothing other than I can update actually. I have written a new joke.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like
Yeah,
to hear
love to hear
if
it.
I tried my act out on the road.
Okay.
Hello, everybody. You might remember I was rejected by the game Tetris, and I am a shape, and my new favorite song is "Column Me Maybe."
Oh.
Column Me Maybe.
Yeah.
See, because the kids today they're up on.
Yeah.
No, that's clever.
That's a
Carly
couple-
Rae Jepsen.
Yeah,
I'm
yes.
glad you're
That's
updating
a couple
your
years
act.
ago,
That's
though.
good.
Yeah.
Columns came out right after
No, no.
Tetris. Like,
I
the
don't
song-
even bring that.
No,
I
it's
can't
a call
even-
me baby joke,
Call
not a
Me May-
columns.
Col-
joke.
right. Well,
Yeah.
oh, well, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Col-
Carly
thought it
Rae
was both.
Jepsen.
I thought it was
it
both.
could be, yeah.
Columns is just that word is not spoken
Really?
around here.
What
Did you-
happened with your comms audition?
Well,
He's not a
I
gem.
can't. I didn't even. I can't even because even though Tetris rejected me, I'm still attached to that, and I don't deal with games that are designed by hacks. And Columns is a game put together by Carlos Mencia, which we all know.
Really?
Yes.
That's
yeah.
I didn't even know
Wow.
that.
There's-
I didn't know
yeah,
that either.
If you do the special code, the A, B, up, down, left, right, start,
Yeah.
every time a line disappears in Columns, you hear da-da-da.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
That's
I didn't know that comedy and video games were so aligned.
like we're really learning
Like
a ton here.
on the programming
Oh,
side.
gosh.
We're learning a ton. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down. Thank you, Olive.
Yeah. Did you
I
know?
didn't mean that as a joke. I'm kind of stupid. I don't
Oh,
make
so you're
puns.
saying that you just can't help your brilliance now at this point in front of me
No, I'm s-
after I've spent so much effort on column, me maybe.
It could use some work. I get it, but
What work would you suggest for?
You have to sing it.
that's not my.
Should I go out on the road and try it?
Not yet.
Why don't you do math stuff? Get into math demonstrations or something.
Or have you ever thought about working with your fellow Greek letters? I mean, it sounds like maybe all of you could put together a game.
I've tried, but they're all broke.
Really?
Yeah.
It's
Oh.
all been downhill since then.
Oh,
Even
the-
Alpha? Because Alpha's in a lot of things.
Alpha's in a lot of things, but Alpha was also the first letter to be on board with the name of the stadium in the 2004 Olympics, I think, and that's crushed the economy of Greece. So.
Wow, it's his fault.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
her fault, I'm not
entirely Alpha's fault.
That's
They-
crazy. I know
Yeah.
Alpha and Beta usually are doing a lot, but
Mhm.
you don't hear
Yeah.
much from everybody else.
Yeah, it's Alpha, Beta, and a little bit of Omega, but that movie hasn't been around since what 1985.
Your
so-
guess is good as mine.
Which
Omega
movie are
Man?
we talking?
Omega
Oh, Mega
Man?
Man.
Come
Oh,
on,
yeah,
come
right.
on.
Yeah.
Right.
So, all right, Tetris didn't work. Columns. I mean, did you try Dr. Mario or did you call
Well, the
him?
funny
or-
thing about Dr. Mario, now that
Here he goes
Obamacare is being replaced, Dr. Mario is the only doctor we're gonna have, right, guys? Huh? Huh?
Yeah,
Right?
I-
Huh?
I
Huh? Come
guess.
on, right? Huh?
I-
Right?
all right,
Hello?
that's-
Right?
all
Hello?
right,
This
yes.
on? Hello?
It's
Hello?
on, it's on.
It's on.
Huh?
It's,
Come
It's
on.
not gonna be for
come
much
on.
longer, but it's
Ah,
on.
it's-
Yeah.
it's definitely on,
Yeah.
Dexter.
Is it on to the break of dawn,
Oh my
or
goodness.
is it on like Donkey Kong, who's a total prick, by the way?
Really?
I brought that up. Oh,
Wow.
We've spoken with King Bowser, and he said
So
he-
we have had discussions
sure,
about
Bowser
them.
likes Donkey Kong. They're the Ocean's 11 of the video game industry.
Yeah.
But if you're not in with the people who've tried to kill Mario clique, well, and I tried. I tried to pitch myself as
Really?
Yeah, I am the sign number for pi, and I pitched myself as the new villain for the new Super Mario. Because when you think about it, who hates Greeks more than Italians?
do they?
Yes. Remember World War II when Mussolini invaded Greece?
Barely.
How old are you?
Oh, well, that's good that you bring that up. I'm actually 53 years old, but I can play anywhere from 5 to 25. So.
Well, I mean, come on.
Oh, so
Yeah, yeah.
are you a millennial? Would you call
Oh,
yourself?
totally. Yes, absolutely. I'm a millennial Tetris piece for the next generation. That's right, kids. Do the do, right? Huh? Come on.
I mean, this guy's just throwing anything at.
well, that's what millennials want, right?
I mean, I guess, but I mean,
This bud's for you, millennials. Come
Well, I
on
mean,
now.
do we have to pay for this now? We're not sponsored by these
Absolutely,
people.
it's the choice of a new generation.
Hold on,
The
you're gonna get
generation
us
is
sued.
Millennials.
We
You're
can't.
gonna get a suit.
My
I think,
fellow
Dexter.
millennials.
Oh my god. I mean, what about?
Guys, I got to say though that it is kind of awkward to be saying this. Usually, I'm telling this in front of a comedy club crowd, and I hear laughs after everything I say. But unfortunately, yeah. So it's a little awkward for me. You have to understand that.
We'll sweeten it.
We're
Right.
laughing. We're laughing on the inside, and don't
Well,
worry.
you've
we'll-
already sweetened it by inviting me.
Oh, thanks, Dexter.
Hip to be square.
Okay, enough. Do you have any more bits you want to try real quick on us? Or?
Gosh. Well, funny you should say that because when I told my parents, I had this special edition for Tetris back in the day,
Yeah.
and my mom said, well, it's good of you that you've got this, but you have to be careful. I don't want you rushing into anything.
Oh.
Like Russian.
Right, Russian.
Right.
Yeah.
Russian.
I got it.
So I told her, hey, that's okay, Mom. I'm not going to be Russian. You quit Stalin.
Okay.
I'm a millennial, by the way.
We-
Millennial.
we
yes.
heard-
They
There's
love-
one thing millennials like. It's dictator references from 1940s and
Are your-
1950s.
Are you sure about that?
Well, that's why I dropped the Mussolini bomb earlier. Now, yeah,
Mussolini bomb. Are your parents shapes as well? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
How does that work?
yeah. I am the product of a mixed marriage.
Oh.
I'm made myself laugh. Gosh, yeah. I am the marriage of the sign for the Greek letter omega and
Omega?
Omega. Yes.
Omega. Oh.
Omega. Yes, that's actually how it's pronounced. If you're not racist, you pronounce it Omega.
Omega.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah, Brian.
It's the only Greek letter
Brian.
with an umlaut. It's
Okay.
Omega.
Omega.
Is that true?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, mixed marriage between the Greeks and the Germans.
Right.
The
I think he
Greeks.
knows his culture better
Yeah,
than you do.
I guess
So that was my mother on my father's side was the Greek letter omega,
Right.
along with the symbol for "Don't let your dog shit in this park."
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, so you were a sign and a Greek letter
Right.
got
right.
together?
Yes.
Did you say your mother on your father's side?
Yeah. I don't,
Yes. Yeah.
So
That's how
you're-
we do it in
so
Greece,
you're-
Brian. Again,
So your grandmother.
does our culture bother you?
I
in
just
some
have to
way?
go. I'm just not familiar enough. I'm very
Wait,
sorry.
so is that incest? Or is that what your
let's skip it.
It's not
Okay,
incest, it's
let's-
Greece.
It's Greek cist.
I'm trying to explain it to you guys.
We get it. So an omega and the sign for don't shit in the park.
But you
Yes.
you can't be mixed race then if it's an
How
incest.
dare
no,
you
but
tell
it's
me I
mixed.
can't be mixed race?
He's mixed shaped, I guess.
I'm about to march against this podcast.
Oh well, I hope. I mean, we're
Listen,
very
we
sorry
respect,
for
we
offending.
respect your history and your culture.
Yeah.
So
I hope you do.
So I'm just curious. How does a sign and a letter meet?
On OkCupid.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But you're
Makes sense.
53.
But you're 53.
I'm a millennial. I'm 53.
Okay.
It's not actually the website. Okay.
Oh my God! There's a service in Greece. There's a service in Greece called OkCupid. This is prior to the internet that was getting people together. Is that what's going on?
Let's see what Dexter has to
Like
say.
a chubby baby?
Might be.
So Greek chubby
Well,
baby just goes around.
OkCupid being, of course, the Greek god of love.
Right.
Right. Which is, as we know, Cupid, and not whatever the Greek word for Cupid is.
What is that? I don't even know.
OkCupid.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's the Greek, it's the Greek
Oh.
letters Upsilon and Kappa. Yes,
Guys,
Upsilon is also a letter.
I mean,
It's the
Upsilon.
opposite of Omega.
it's not epsilon.
Not at all. No, entirely different.
We're learning
We don't speak to the epsilons.
so much.
Really?
Not
What?
at all.
But there are epsilons.
Yes,
All right.
Okay.
on
So-
every college campus. Come on, people. Come on.
Yeah.
I feel like everything is a setup here.
It's kind of it's
Yeah.
getting that way.
I feel like this podcast is a setup for me being awesome.
It's going good. I
it
think
is.
Dex, this might help your career. We hope we have millions of listeners, so we hope it
And
definitely.
I think I might help your careers as well.
Hey.
Maybe put you
Hey,
guys. in
let's
the
help
game.
each other.
That's
out.
yeah. That's what it's
just-
all about.
We just got 2 more minutes left with you. I mean,
Okay.
with the resurgence of things like Candy Crush and games like that, like Bejeweled, is that something you're still trying to do, or are you just sticking with the stand-up comedy? Because I'm not sure if the stand-up is gonna happen for you.
Well,
What do you?
stand-up's only not going to happen for me because I'm also exploring, a straight acting and directing career
Really?
in Hollywood.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah. I've the success of several video game movies like Battleship have prompted me to go to Hollywood and pitch my own franchise.
That's not really a video game, I would say.
Battleship?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a board game first.
It's not.
And
I think that they had a digital.
they
version
have it
of
for
that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nintendo.
I
That's
mean, it,
true.
it involves shapes.
Yeah.
I played Battleship on top of the TV. That makes it a video game.
Okay. I guess.
Yes.
So what are you pitching? What are some of your
Well,
ideas?
I've thought of, for example, I don't know if you're familiar with this obscure game from the 1980s. So I'm pitching a movie adaptation of the video game E.T.
I
guys
kind
should-
of think
should
that
tell
was
him?
already a movie called E.T.
But it's a reboot
of
Oh.
the video game.
of the video game in
Of-
movie
Oh.
form.
Specifically based on the video
Wow.
game, though, and
Only-
not.
yes, only the video game. Nothing to do with the movie.
Do you have
interesting.
the plot or anything, or like what could that possibly
What's
be
a plot?
about? Okay, yeah, this might not go well.
Like a
for you.
story?
Oh,
like where there's like a beginning, a middle, and an end, and then a character.
No, I'm thinking we're not going to do that.
Just gonna wing it.
Are you,
Would people just play the game in the movie?
Yes.
have you ever thought?
Oh,
of
that's-
Actually, people try to find the game in the movie. It's all about trying to dig up that hole in
Yeah.
New Mexico.
It's a documentary,
Right.
I guess. Okay.
Right. It's
All
a
right.
documentary of a video game based on a video game that's not a movie.
I mean, hey, they didn't think a game where you put.
Or
shapes,
did I just blow your mind?
It's kind of blown, but they didn't think a game about putting shapes in
It's not that
spaces
blown.
would work.
Yeah,
and now
not really. I kind of.
you never know. So
Try harder.
We will try harder,
same
Dexter.
to you, Dex. Yeah,
And we wish you luck.
definitely. I
in-
mean,
Yes.
Is there something you would like to plug?
anything else that you have any more bits or show dates you have? I mean,
Yeah, I am going to be doing a show at Radio City Music Hall, actually.
Wow.
Oh,
that's-
that's a really impressive.
Right.
Congratulations.
Yeah, the F train runs under that, right?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yes, Radio City Music Hall in 2 weeks, and it'll be going as long as it takes to get to the end of the F train. So
Is it north or southbound? I mean, that's very important.
Yeah.
No.
Okay. I mean, thank you very much, Dexter.
Dexter, I reject a
What is your full name again? Dexter.
Dexter Broadhurst.
Dexter Broadhurst. Thank you so much for joining.
Tetris was too bad for you. Peace.
I didn't get asked to callbacks. but
Right.
Yes.
We heard.
Did I bring that up?
I don't
at
Yeah.
this point in
Yes.
this? 'Cause-
Okay.
I think you
it's
might
good.
have.
It's
I
good to
think,
end
yeah.
on that.
Yeah, I
I
think
think.
so. Okay.
So people remember that you were rejected.
Right, but we,
and
Asked to
not-
callbacks.
Yeah.
we wish you luck and have fun the rest of your day.
It was a pleasure, gentlemen.
Okay, thank you,
Thank you.
Dexter. Hey, everybody, we are back at the Playable Characters podcast, and Dexter has decided to join us to stay around and play a game with us
I said thank you for having me.
anytime, man. So this is going to be another episode, another, I guess, segment of Wed Bed Dead, our version of Fuck, Marry, Kill. And we did the random number generator already, and we got some good names.
Well, I mean, I didn't hear the sound, so I don't know if the random generator.
Beep up, boop up,
There you
beep
go.
up.
Oh,
There
There
it is.
you
it's
go.
finished now.
Okay.
So we got some really good names. So we have Luigi,
Oh,
Oh.
yeah,
And
one of
nice. Good choice.
one of the most famous brothers of all time,
Yeah.
right? Luigi from
Brother
Super-
with ER, not brother with an A.
Right.
I think we all knew that.
We have one of the most popular hedgehogs ever, Sonic,
Sonic.
Oh.
right?
I thought it was gonna be Knuckles, maybe. I don't know.
I was going to guess the name of another hedgehog.
That's the only one we know.
Yes.
And
That's a third hedgehog.
the Dark Horse, an interesting one, Cabal from Mortal Kombat
Ah.
2 was his first appearance, or 3?
3.
I think 3.
Yeah.
Which one was Cabal
that-
again?
He was the guy with the gas mask and the hook swords.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Is that different from the Cabal that kept me from being called back to my Tetris audition?
Yes.
Possibly.
It's different.
Different. But
that
he's,
Cabal is called Showbiz.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that Cabal.
So there's Cabal. Oh, there you're looking. So there we go. So Dexter, if you want to start as the guest, if you want to start us off, Fuck, Marry, Kill. Who would you, or Wed, Bed, Dead as we call it here. We're trying to call it that.
Who would you wed?
Who would you wed?
Who
Yes.
would I wed? Well, I would wed Luigi.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
Because wedding another man would be my way to strike back against Vladimir Putin, who has crushed my people.
That's a long
Right,
way to
because
go
he's
for
a,
that,
he's a
so, yeah.
homophobe. Yeah,
Right.
that's true.
That's
Right.
true.
But Sonic and Cabal are also guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I guess Sonic's a hedgehog, but
Yes, but Vladimir's restrictions don't go that far. It's okay to marry a hedgehog just as long as he's not a gay hedgehog.
oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh,
Too
that's fair.
straight.
Follow my logic. Come
Yeah,
on.
Yeah, hey, makes
I
sense.
followed it. I
Yeah,
followed it.
definitely. So who would you bed?
Who would I bed? I would bed
Who do you want to make sweet love to out of Sonic or Cabal?
Cabal. Because at the moment of climax, you would hear the phrase, finish him.
Very true.
Finish him.
What if you cut your head off though?
Finish
Okay.
him.
Yes.
Not actually the country finish
Oh
him,
my God.
Oh
but
man,
actually
these puns.
finish as in ejaculate.
What if you- It could be
I missed that before.
ejaculate.
I didn't.
It could be finish him, like a Finnish song, like a hymn.
That's very
Yeah.
true.
Like the opposite of ABBA?
Yeah.
Babab?
Yep.
What?
I guess.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
Actually, the opposite
Babab
of-
is Finnish for ABBA. I don't
The
know if you're
accent-
aware of this.
no,
The opposite of
no.
ABBA
You're
is
probably not
ABBA.
aware of it
So you
because
don't
you
like-
are, as I said before, racist.
We're not.
So.
I mean,
Again, I'm doubting your age.
yeah.
With that kind of trivia
I'm a
knowledge.
millennial, by
You
the
think
way.
he's 80?
Would it
You
work
think
if I
he's
said
older?
Ace of Base?
He could be ageless. I mean, when was pi discovered?
That's true. A long time ago.
Technically,
By the-
technically millennial means 1,000, so I could be anywhere from 1 to 1,000. But I
Oh.
play 5 to 25.
We heard. Oh my goodness. And you're gonna kill Sonic? How come?
Because that's the only option left.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Aw.
I guess
that makes sense.
But don't you care about animals?
But that would mean that I would free Tails to pursue whatever romance that he chose in his life. And
Yeah.
I will not hold down two-tailed foxes. Is that what
it's a
he is?
fox.
Yes,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
By the way, what does the fox say?
What?
The fox says, "Finish him."
Oh God.
Doesn't stop. Can I go, guys? Can I give my?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can go. You go next.
You know what? I think. I mean, again, weird choices, But if I had to, I would marry Sonic because if you're in a rush, hop on, dude. Hop on his back and we'll just go there. I think that's cool.
That's specious because he's spinning in the ball. You can't hop on his back.
He'll figure some way. Well, he doesn't always spin in the ball. His feet go really fast.
Oh, right.
So
that's a good point.
If we had to go through a tube, then I'd be fucked because he'd return to a ball and I'd be crushed immediately. I think. So I'd marry him to have him around all the time just to get errands done quicker. Probably gonna bed Luigi. I think he'd be way more submissive since he's like kind of. I think he's kind of shy.
He's a player too.
I don't know, man. He's
pretty tall though.
He is tall, and so am I. So that's probably why I would need.
Have you seen how he jumps?
He wiggles.
Are
his
you
leg.
into trampling?
I mean, no. Is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's a thing now.
Yes.
People just jump on you.
It's actually the next Mario game involves trampling.
Super Mario Trample
Yes,
Brothers.
Yes.
Well,
You be the mushroom.
Oh my goodness, that doesn't sound fun at all. And I'd kill Cabal because that dude is just scary. I wouldn't want him hanging around.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean those claws. He was an awesome character, but he was actually fast too. He had that dash thing that make you spin around. I'm still gonna kill him. Those are my choices.
You know, I have to actually agree with you on these. You sold me on Sonic because intro. I feel like Sonic would be pretty cool to be married to. Like pretty chill.
He's a cool guy.
He eats chili dogs. He's really
He's
great.
got the ring.
Oh, jeez.
Huh?
Shut his mic off.
Yeah.
The ring.
He does.
No, it's too late. You had your chance to make that
Yes.
joke
Yeah.
on your round, but I feel like you dropped an opportunity there.
I dropped the ring.
Oh my god.
Oh, that doesn't
Somebody
even make
finish
sense.
Dexter.
Doesn't even make
Oh,
sense.
jeez.
So yeah, I mean having a.
So yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then definitely bed Luigi. I think that Luigi again, tall man, mustache, tickles the right spots. I think it's nice. And then Cabal has to go because the whole gas mask, the snoring would be atrocious.
Great point.
Yeah.
You don't want to sleep next to that,
No,
or have sex with that.
I mean, and then the sword stabbing your sleep.
Does he always? He always has them on him, right?
Yeah, he always is. He can't take them off.
Oh man, and he's got that thing where he can just like make like a buzzsaw appear from the ground
Yeah.
and just fly towards you. That's
Oh, that's
scary,
right,
right? Remember that
yeah.
thing? The very seldom used move that Cabal
I
has.
don't remember
Yeah,
that at all.
a buzzsaw just comes from the ground, and
Little known fact.
Yeah.
They stole that move from Dig Dug.
I don't think that's true at all.
Did you know Mr. Dig Dug?
No,
Well, then you take your pompous assertions and you take them outside, mister.
I will. He
called
shut
you
me
mister.
up. I know. So
I think it was an insult, though.
Olip, who are your choices here?
Is Cabal definitely a guy?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
a guy.
Okay. How do we know?
But he talks.
Oh no, he's.
Oh, he
speaks.
talks. Okay. All right.
If you look at him,
I forgot to
So
remind
women
the
can't talk in your world? Is that what we're getting at here? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes, Dexter.
Dexter, no, you're hearing,
What kind of podcast am I invited on? Is
You
Richard
hearing-
Spencer
you're
next?
hearing things wrong, Dexter. I'm sorry.
I don't mean any offense.
I'll having some trouble
ladies.
with this one.
Well, it's hard to. I mean, I take these seriously. I don't know if you guys are just giving flippant answers.
Oh,
but
no,
I take
I'm-
these very
oh, no,
seriously.
I'm very serious about marrying Sonic.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So-
fuck Luigi.
I'm gonna fuck the shit
No, I'm
out of
sorry. I'm gonna marry Luigi. I think, right?
Luigi.
No, I'm marrying
you're marrying
Sonic.
Sonic.
No,
you're
I was
very
right.
Sonic. See, you're not taking it
I am.
seriously.
I'm taking it seriously. I'm
because
sorry,
you're switching
Luigi.
all over the place.
No, I'm good.
I think I would have to kill Cabal, right? Because he's. What can you do? He's probably like crazy
He
and
is.
violent and stuff. You can't
Very.
have sex with him, or you can't marry him. Obviously,
You could have sex
Because
with him. It's not gonna go.
you
well.
could, but
That'd be gruesome.
I don't know. It doesn't seem. There's nothing appealing about it. You
Yeah.
know. I don't know what his face looks like
It's
underneath
gross.
there.
It
He's
looks
just a
gross.
gross
It's
person.
bad.
Is it? Yeah.
Really bad.
So I'm gonna kill him. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to. I'm not gonna marry Luigi. I'll fuck Luigi.
Mhm.
I'm not gonna marry him because he's a second fiddle. I'm not into the second fiddle. You know what I mean?
Really?
That's true. Get you an
You know?
alpha. I
Yeah.
see.
And then-
whoa.
Oh, gee. Right here.
Right
here. In front of me? You're going to do that?
You're also an alpha. I mean, if
No,
you
he's not. He's literally not an alpha.
No. My mom was an Omega. Didn't we clear this up earlier?
I'm
still
so
think it's-
sorry. I'm
I-
so sorry.
Oh.
I did not mean. I'm so
I
sorry.
still think it's Omega. He's just trying to be a little smug about it. That's what I think.
I
Anyway,
still think you've never traveled beyond the 5 boroughs. How about that?
doesn't matter. We have
Yeah.
a lot of Greeks here.
Brian is very Long Island.
True.
The 6th borough.
Yeah, and
Unless
then
you really want to count Staten Island as a borough, which
Ugh.
why bother?
Yeah, then
Now you're an islander?
Look. Yes. So. And so I guess you're going to
what's left? Oh, it's
Sonic.
Sonic.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I guess I gotta marry Sonic.
Yeah.
You know.
He'll bring the ring.
Oh man, I think we gotta go. I think
Yeah.
that's it. But you go with your choices.
I went to go see that movie,
Yeah.
The Ring. Oddly enough, no Sonic in it. I was
Ah.
disappointed.
Maybe did this mean Sonic the fast food joint? Because I would marry that to have it.
I mean,
every
you're the
day.
one who made the list.
That's true.
Those
It's Sonic
commercials
the
are
Hedgehog.
hilarious.
I bet you like those commercials.
I
right?
auditioned for those commercials actually.
And
did?
Didn't make it to callbacks.
really,
What?
Yeah.
that's the
yeah.
story of your life,
Sonic
Dexter.
didn't want a pie?
No.
That's ridiculous.
All right. Hey, it was great having you again, Dex. Thanks for
Yeah.
sticking
Thank you,
around.
Dexter.
Thank
We wish you luck. We hope you can find some place
Yeah.
where you can fit in.
Yep.
That was
Hey,
meant to
very
be.
good.
Is that a joke?
When I mean it-
Oh,
when I
that's
mean
my
it-
closer. Hey.
Oh,
Ah.
man.
Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Have a good rest of your day, Dexter, and we'll talk to you soon. Maybe we'll have you back one day.
Yeah.
See how things
Tomorrow?
are going. No,
We'll
Can I
let
crash here, please?
No.
we'll let you know.
I'll let you know.
We'll call you. We'll call
We'll
you.
call you.
Okay. Do you want me to give you my phone number?
Yeah, we'll get it after the show.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
like
worry.
right now.
Nope, after the show. All
Edit-
right.
edit show.
We'll be right
No,
back.
no, wait,
everybody.
hold on.
Phone number-
Hold on. Let him say the phone number. Go ahead. Say the phone number.
Okay.
588-2.
That was your 3.14 chance, Dexter. What are you doing? I set you up beautifully
Yeah.
for the number.
Are you saying that this should have been a joke the
Yeah.
whole time?
We could try. We should start sometime.
How is my life a joke to you guys?
Yeah,
I
this is-
poured my soul out
This
here.
is gonna get a little too
This is
serious.
tiring.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yes.
Bye.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening to Playable Characters Podcast. If you liked it, send us a good rating on iTunes or Google Play or Sound, whatever the fuck that is.
SoundCloud.
SoundCloud, all that stuff.
Podbean.
Podbean, all the stuff you heard of us. Tell one friend about it and have them tell a friend.
Tweet
we
us.
Really appreciate it. Yeah, definitely tweet us at Playable Podcast on Twitter, and also send us an email if you like it or if you have suggestions of who we should interview. We'll try to get them in the studio. PlayablePodcast@gmail.com, and send us some mail, guys, and we will talk to you all next week.
I won't talk to you, but talk to us.
All right.
Playable Podcast.